The simple truth, the pursuit of excellence. There is a word in the church, especially with arts in the church and worship in the church, that makes me cringe. And that word is excellence. I hear churches say things like, we have a value of excellence. And for the record, I think that's great. But what do they mean by excellence? Does that mean only the best need apply? Does that mean there is no room for the novice, the person who will become excellent? And does the church have a program in place or a way that novice can grow into excellence? What do I mean by that? Let me give you a seemingly unrelated example. I am a person who has had a drinking problem in the past. I'm over 30 years sober now, and you might say, wow, that's excellent? For the record, I am grateful for my sobriety, but do you know what's really excellent? The person who has one day, that person who has just started their journey, but they've made it through one day. Folks, that's excellent. Now, some might say, big deal, it's one day. Do you know how you get to 30 years of sobriety? One day at a time. For the person who is just getting started, one day is excellent as long as they realize tomorrow the standard of excellence is 2 days. And in a way, it's the same way with the arts and with ministry. Folks, nobody starts off at the top of their game, and sometimes the most excellent thing we can do is the best we can do today. As a matter of fact, the very best any of us can do is the best we can do today. Is this to say we should not offer God our best? No, we should offer God our best every day. But understand, on day one is all you've got, and if you bring your best on that day, that's excellent. We need to come up with ways to help people grow in their gifts and talents. We need to come up with ways that make people understand that they have something to contribute from day one. And if we have a value of excellence that says only the best need apply, we are going to miss out on a lot of wonderful people and keep them from developing the gifts God has invested in them. We need to redefine what we think of as excellence. Does that mean because I want to sing, you have to make me the lead singer on the praise team? No, that's not my gift. We need to help people find their gift and help them to develop it until they become excellent. There's absolutely nothing wrong with having a value of excellence. We just have to be careful how we define excellence. Otherwise, we will build walls where God wants doors. When Jesus told the parable of the talents, which you can read for yourself in Matthew 25, the master in the story, who represents God, invested part of his wealth, an amount of gold called talents, in each of 3 of his servants. The amount of the investment varied according to the servant's ability. 2 of the servants obediently put their master's investment to work and gained value for the master. And when the master returned from a journey, he said to his servants, what every believer wants to hear from God, our master: well done, good and faithful servant. They received different amounts, and their profits were proportional to the master's investment, but each did the best he could with what he had, and that is the key. Excellence is doing the best you can with what you have. Excellence is the best you can do today, so that tomorrow excellence will be even better. And we go one day at a time until we grow into everything God has for us to be and do. And if we do that, one day we will hear our master say, well done, good and faithful servant. That will be excellent. And that is the simple truth. Simple.